Hey everybody, welcome to Ocala Garage. My name is Thomas, and it's been a while since I've been able to get out into the garage and do some stuff. We've had some family things, and life just gets in the way sometimes. But when I left off last video, and I'll go ahead and link it, I think it comes on this side, one of these two sides, I will go ahead and link the video. I was working on my emergency brake handle and getting the install done, and I realized that I was missing a piece that Factory 5 just missed sending me, and I was going to contact them and go through all that, but I decided I can probably just find it easier online, and I think I went through Amazon or whatever, and I ordered the piece that I was missing. It was like $3 and it came pretty quick. So I'm going to go through kind of finishing the emergency brake handle install, and maybe we'll get it installed into the car and run the cables too. So let's get to it. All right, well, I need to apologize though, because I actually did some work off camera. The part that I was missing was either the male or the female end here. And so I ordered that and got that in. And all I really did was just installed it here with this little nut and bolt, and then I installed these. But there is a trick with these, and it says so at least in my manual. You really need to test fit your cable into these first and make sure they'll fit. And if they don't, then you need to drill these out and just kind of widen the hole some on both of these. So I've already done that. I've obviously left this loose. I tightened this down, but this moves freely. So I think where we are is this is actually ready. Oh, the other thing I did is I installed this, but this just keeps loose until we get this into the car. Again, just this was the squared off bolts. What are they called? Carriage bolts, and a lock nut rather. So this is basically ready to be installed in the car, and I've got the two emergency brake cables here. So I think that's where we'll move off to. Oh, by the way, I downloaded better instructions for the emergency brake install directly from Factory 5. I don't remember exactly where I found it, but I found it on their website. My printer printed them out terrible, but these are much better install instructions than you get in the manual. The manual is like kind of black and white and just not great instructions in here. So these are a little bit better. So that's what we're going with today. And the next step, we got this bit done. So we're going to actually get this mounted inside the car. So I think I will meet you over at the car. What am I doing, you ask? Well, I'm taking these little L brackets off because I like to be real with you guys. I screwed up. I went to mount this in the car and realized there is no place for these little L brackets to mount. And then what I realized is these awesome instructions that I downloaded are not specific to the Coupe. They're Mark III, which is the Cobra kit. So the main assembly of the emergency brake handle is fine, but the actual mount of it into the car is different. So I screwed up. Basically, you don't need these L brackets, even though you get them in the kit. All right, gang, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. So this just sits on the face of this mount here. And then, yeah, that's gonna be too long. That's not gonna work. That might work, but then I can't tighten it down. I think I need to find a couple of different bolts, because if I put this on, right, that goes in, but then there's a gap, so there's no way this is gonna be tight. This I can fit it in, but it's got this, because this is supposed to recess in, it doesn't over here. So this I could tighten, kind of. So I need to find a different bolt. So let me see what I got. All right, well, it took some doing, but I found them. 5/16 by 3/4 of an inch. And they were not originally shipped to me. They were part of the parts on order. Actually, they weren't originally parts on order. They were parts that they thought they sent me that they didn't. So let's see. That's not going to work that well. No. Oh, this is not going to be easy. Yeah, it will not be easy. I'm going to have to get like some needle nose pliers or something. Yep. Get some needle nose pliers. And then find that bolt that I just dropped. So, I'll be right back. All right. 4th time's the charm. I could use an extra set of hands almost all the time. Alright, that one's in. And stay. Don't fall. Don't fall. All right. Oops. Put you on tighten. Nice. That was easy. So this next part might be a little tricky for you guys to see, but underneath where my fingers are, you can't see, there's a plate with 2 holes. And these mount in kind of behind the plate. And they clip in through these holes somehow. That's a tight fit. That's what she said. There we go. All right. That one's clipped in. And we'll route this somehow toward the back brake on that side. Oh my God, can I make any more noise? Apparently I can. All right. And then this one clips in. There we go. I guess once they're in, they're in. All right, now, again, I don't know, can you see these little dudes? We need to get these mounted in. That one was easy. This one won't be so easy, probably. Not. I drilled you out to fit. Oh, I thought I did. So maybe we need a persuasion tool. Might need a bigger, more persuasive tool. There we go. All right, that's in. So then, when you actuate the parking brake, it pulls these tight. And then when you loosen it, they go looser. So there we go. All right, I'm not sure how well this is going to really come out, but this is the driver's side rear brake caliper. And according to the instructions, you need to take the emergency brake cable here and pull it out of the sheath some. And then it apparently fits through here. And this fits up this way, which fits through. So there's a little notch on this. So I'm assuming there's a clip that needs to go in there and hold it in place. So I need to go find a clip and see if that's what the deal is. But like I said, there's a little notch here that should keep this from falling out of the caliper. So let me go find that. So the clip was in the bag. It's just one of these like push clip things you have for brakes. So that should just slide in all nice and easy. Just like that. Maybe with a hammer. All right, I'm gonna have to move the camera so I can get my head down here and put this clip in place, but that's where this goes. All right, so the next bit of work is to adjust the emergency brake cable. And so I'm backing this out, making this longer. Hopefully I have alright. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you know, I need to push these down a bit. Okay. Back this out just a bit. That's got as much slack as it's going to get. Alright, let's see. Get this in. Can I get this screw, this bolt in? Kinda, sorta. Alright, got that in. I'm gonna finger tighten this down. Alright. Pretty good. Alright, I think I'm going to tighten this 1 or 2 turns just to see if I can get it a little bit more snug, and then we'll tighten this all down. Well, I think that's pretty much the end of the emergency brake cable install. There's a couple things. I'm not super thrilled with the way I have them routed, so I'm going to do some research and see what people have done. Let me kind of show you the way they're routed so you can see what I'm talking about. And I also reserve the right to readjust the emergency brake cable 1 or 2 more times. Yeah, otherwise I think that's about it. So let me turn you around so you can see the way these are routed and you can tell me, dude, that is dumb. Okay, so you can see they come out of the 2 mounting holes down there. They're coming out above the pumpkin. This one rests on the pumpkin. The other one does as well. So I don't like that. And then I'll take you down underneath here. And then so again, this is resting on the pumpkin and then it just sort of dangles. I don't know if it's going to be in the way of the tires. I'm going to put the tires back on, or the wheels rather, with the tires. and they might, and you can see the other side does pretty much the same thing. So I don't know if it's worth, like I don't think these need to be mounted way up here, but maybe if I mount it kind of to the side over here, and I don't know. I'm just not liking it, so I'm gonna probably fix it, and I will let you guys know what I end up doing when I do whatever it is. All right, quick update. I went ahead and routed the cables above this crossbar, and that seemed to give me the clearance I need. It's kind of hard to see, but oh, this is not bolted on. But it might need a little bit more work to keep it off of the shock down here. But I think routing it up above this crossbar seems to work for both sides. So I think that's what we're going to go with, at least for now. If you have any thoughts or comments or suggestions, please hit me up in the comments below. And thanks for watching, guys. So just one more little step on the car. I got to finish running the brake lines to the rear. I've got to reinstall the fuel lines. I've got to figure out how to mount those without hopefully having to remove the engine and transmission. Then battery install. And we're pretty much ready to start wiring, which is the part that sort of intimidates me. But I think, you know, once I break it down, it should be fine. And then shortly after that, it'll be the first start. So that sounds like 4 days worth of work, but it'll probably be 3 or 4 months. So again, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you next time.